You are listening to Pharmacy IT and Me, your informatics pharmacist podcast. Hey everyone, this is Tony Dow, and today is Friday, July 19th, and welcome to another episode of Last Week in Health IT. As with every episode, we start off this one stating that the intended audience for this episode is everybody. It's been a busy week for me again, so I'm just going to be going through a few quick headlines for this week's news. Let's get right into it. So, study shows that hospitals are not vetting their vendors. The Ponemon Institute conducted a study that reviewed hospitals and health systems' due diligence in terms of vetting their vendors when deciding which vendor to go with and ensuring vendors meet security requirements. Results basically showed that many institutions and systems are not vetting their third-party vendors enough, resulting in a higher amount of HHS and OCR fines through security flaws. The problem is rooted in the fact that there's just not enough FTEs per institution to handle all of its partnered vendors. Only about 3.2 FTEs handle vendor risk assessments, and there may be more than 1,300 different vendors for an average hospital. Of course, not having enough FTEs is going to cause some loss in security due diligence. Alright, so the next news item is Novant Health migrates Epic EHR to the cloud. The North Carolina-based health system moved towards future-proofing its Epic EHR by having VirtuStream Healthcare Cloud help them with the movement to a cloud service. Basically, all critical applications from Epic EHR was moved to VirtuStream Cloud hosting servers for Novant Health. The idea behind doing this is to account for a centralized location to perform upgrades and testing, since Novant Health is a large system with many clinics and practice sites. Having the IT infrastructure on its legacy on-site systems is just not feasible for future upgrades, so moving it to a cloud is going to help tremendously. So the next news item is SureScripts files motion to dismiss FTC antitrust charge. So ePrescribe, or electronic prescriptions, are mediated by a company called SureScripts, and basically the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, has filed charges against SureScripts for having an illegal monopoly on the market. For those of you who don't know, SureScripts is a company that basically acts as a middleman to ensure providers, pharmacies, and health systems are all registered and standardized for e-prescriptions to work appropriately. SureScripts is fighting back to get these charges dismissed through misreadings by the FTC. One example is that FTC claims SureScripts has contracts with big-name EHR vendors, but SureScripts is arguing back that there are actually no exclusivity requirements in these contracts. There was also a claim that SureScripts is preventing EHR vendors from using other companies if they terminate a contract with SureScripts, which SureScripts is also saying that is not true. Finally, we have the Mayo Clinic is using biometric data from wearables to improve heart failure medication development. So Bioformis is a digital therapeutics specialist company, and they are teaming up with Yale University Mayo Clinic Center of Excellence in Regulatory Science and Innovation to review biometric data for drug development. They'll be using patient-centric endpoints by capturing raw biosensor data and feeding it into a machine learning algorithm that reviews when the heart fails to meet adequate circulation weeks before decompensation occurs. There's also a review of patient adherence to medication. So before we go, if you'd like to hear more news on healthcare IT, you can check out great curated articles at healthcareitnews.com. It's actually where I go for daily healthcare IT news to keep myself updated on what's going on in that world. Alright, if you guys like this episode, you can subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or any of your other favorite podcasting services. You can also follow us on social media on Twitter or Facebook at PharmacyITme, or Instagram at PharmacyInformatics, or by emailing me at tony@pharmacyitme.com. And I also wanted to plug a great networking opportunity called Pharmacist Connect. If you are familiar with Microsoft Teams or Slack Workspace, think of Pharmacist Connect as a large vetted one through Slack Workspaces. I've met some great colleagues on it, and there's even an informatics space within it as well. You can find out more by visiting pharmacistconnect.com, which is PharmacistConnect.com. Thank you again for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode of Pharmacy ITme. And remember, technology is the tool, patient care is the goal.